Hello, everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of the K.O.F.T podcast. My fucking goddamn it. My name is Steven, and I wanted to go ahead and introduce the show that I created a couple months ago so that me, beautiful friends here, could share a lovely journey of Dungeons and Dragons with all of you. We'll go ahead and introduce the players so that you can get used to everybody. My name is Steven, and I play James.
I am Tyler. I play Lance.
I am Izzy or Israel, and I play Aldrin.
And I am Jordan, and I play everything.
Jordan is our dungeon master for season 1. And with that said, without further ado, Jordan, take it away.
All right. Everybody, lock and load those D20s. And let's get ready to start the game. First season is going to be called Shadows of Betrayal.
Ooh.
Cue interesting music. Doo-doo-doo.
Jordan making my job harder as it is.
Yeah, you don't have to put the music.
I'm not
Oh.
putting music.
All right. And one major thing before we start the game. The key thing that every DM needs to do before every single game, because it's highly important.
Hello, the participants.
Can you guys tell me all of your name again? Characters' names? I need to write it down really quick.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
that's a
forget.
good idea. Hold on. I know my character's name. You are... There's Lance and Aldrin with a Y, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Dude, look at me fucking being a bad bitch with the spelling right now, dude.
You remembering our character name?
All right, and
That's
let's go
called
ahead and
maximum effort as an alpha.
all right. Let's go ahead and start with our first character. I see Wiener. You go first.
Oh my god, dude, you're so funny.
All right.
All right, do you have everybody's character names down?
Did you type it in the chat?
No. My character's name is James. We all
James.
just said it in the recording. I'm gonna have to edit all of this out.
You don't got to edit. Leave it in. Hold her on. And Tyler, what's your game name?
Lance.
I
Lance
realized
lot.
that because I totally helped you come up with that name.
Yeah.
Steven. Okay.
There you go.
Thank
why
you
did we
for
need our
coming.
Why did we need our D20s out, BB?
We were just getting them nice and hot.
Oh, I thought we were actually gonna roll.
No.
Let me put that shit down then.
Start
So I
breathing on them real heavy.
don't put my bad luck on it.
All right.
And then do you have Aldrin down?
Yeah.
Sick.
Hold on.
All
All
right.
right.
Jordan, take it away.
You start out in a small town. All of you are lined up on a dock. The town has a very cold setting. It appears as almost if it's winter, but you know that the world around you is almost kind of like summertime, maybe late spring. On the dock that you stand is one behind you is a bunch of houses, wooden houses. They look to be built out of stone, straw roofs, fairly normal. Everybody is walking around with, fur coats, jackets, and you guys are all standing on a dock, and you're wearing somewhat like leathery garments, things to kind of protect you from the cold, but enough to kind of show that you're kind of like lower class. On the dock with you is about 25 other people. There's about 6 guards standing in between all of you guys and the others. There's a bunch more guards on the ship that's in front of you. It's a giant wooden ship, and on the name of it, you can see that it's carved in the ship, Arvin's Death. The name of the town is Winter Siege, and it is known for one of the coldest climates in the entire area. It's a small fishing town.
What was the name of the ship again, real quick? Sorry.
Arvin's Death.
Thank you.
Okay. So the one thing that all of you guys already know, because you've heard it through rumors from everybody in the town and other people near you talking about it, is the ship Arvin's Death comes through the town once every 6 months to pick up prisoners, indentured servants, and sometimes passengers. Okay. Standing on the ship, you see a man wearing kind of like a red jacket, almost look like it's made out of felt. It's definitely worn in. He's wearing some leather armor underneath. He's got what looks to be some kind of like flintlock pistol on his side. He's got a giant sword, pirate captain's hat, black leather boots, and you see the you see him starting to walk down the stairway that leads, from the dock to the ship. And as he walks down, he looks at everybody, starts kind of staring everybody down. He goes, "My name is Captain Arvin. Anybody here on this ship, forget who you are. When you are on this ship, you are property of the ship. When you are on this ship, you do not talk to anybody. You do not look at anybody. Every morning, everyone will be giving assignments. There is only 2 people you can talk to on this ship. Me and my first mate. First mate. Call him Nate. Me and my first mate." And he kind of starts pacing back and forth, walking down the dock. "And I cannot stress this enough. You are to not talk to anybody. You do not talk to the guards. You do not talk to yourselves. You don't even make a single word unless it is to me or somebody else. Does everybody understand that?" Yes, you.
Do we out loud say yes that we agree to that, or is that
No, keep it to yourself. Unless it's important, nobody needs to say anything. And you kind of see one guy. You kind of see one guy at the edge of the dock, and he kind of starts like chuckling. And Captain Arvin walks up to him and goes, "Something funny to you?" And the guy just looks at him. He's like, "Yeah, man, don't put on this whole tough guy act. I don't care. I'm only here to get a ride." The captain gets red in the face, and he goes, "I'm going to give you about 2 seconds to shut your fucking mouth and keep quiet." And the guy just kind of keeps laughing. He's like, "I paid for passage here. Do you know who my father is?" Captain Arvin looks him dead in the eyes and goes, "Oh, right. Your father. How could I forget your father?" And quickly, with a quick, swift motion, pulls out a dagger, slits the man's throat, and throws him into the water.
Hey, yo!
Oh my god.
And I want that to be known for everybody else on this ship. There will be no talking to others. There will be no laughing, playing. I don't care why you're here. I don't care if you're a passenger. I don't care if you're a servant. I don't care if you're a slave. I don't care. You do not talk to anybody unless it is me or my first mate. Do I make myself clear? Everybody nod. Get on the ship. And all of you guys start single file walking onto the ship. There are plenty of guards around. They're kind of all, scattered around. They all look super nervous. They're all terrified of Captain Arvin. I want everybody to roll an, let's say, a history check.
I got a 16.
Is history?
That's it's intelligence, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, with that, 19.
I got a 50, and I forgot to add my modifier.
17.
Okay, cool. Awesome. So, one thing that everybody here knows, and it's kind of been heard from kind of all around the areas that you guys are at, Captain Arvin is someone that you don't really want to mess with. He has a very established name for himself as kind of being like a slave trader. He has a tendency to so he purchases indentured servants, right? So a lot of people who want passage on the ship, he brings them on and says, "Fine, you can be an indentured servant, but when we get to where we're at, I'm going to sell you off to somebody who's going to pay off your debt." Yeah, I'm sure you guys know about indentured servitude. We used to do it in America back in the day. Uh, America, yeah.
America.
So
Frankie.
he's also really well known for purchasing slaves. Um, Anybody who's a guard on his ship was either once a slave or somebody who he's paying. But all of his guards are really well taken care of because he intentionally treats his guards very well on the ship. Everybody has a lot of high respect for him who work for him, but everybody else in the entire world absolutely fears this man because he is not somebody you want to mess with. Okay. So his first mate, standing on the ship, kind of like I'd say he's around like 5'5". He's a little bit of a chubby man, a big old white beard with bald hair, and he's wearing like a bandana. Bald hair, bald head. A bald head, but he's got a bandana kind of over his head. He's wearing glasses, some like long pants. He looks almost like if Santa Claus was a pirate.
Santa Claus,
Oh,
is a
yeah.
slave trader.
Santa Claus, yeah, that's what he
Slave
gives little
trading
kids for. He gives new homes for little
I mean, he
kids. for
kind of
Christmas.
is if you look at his sleigh a little bit.
All right, all right. Um, so he kind of stands up and he's waiting for everybody, and he's got a big smile on his face, big old cheesy smile. His teeth are slightly yellowed, and he's like, "Everybody, welcome to the ship. Nice to meet you. My name is Gallium. I'm the first mate. I'm the captain's best friend." The captain, as he's kind of slowly walking into his quarters, holding his sword by his side, it's just, and he walks in. And he goes, "Okay, so I understand Captain Arvin, pretty mean guy. Not the funnest to be around, but that's okay. That's okay. We're going to make it work. Now, I understand a couple of you guys are passengers. Some of you guys are indentured servants. Some of you guys are prisoners. Prisoners are going to live on the very, very bottom row. Indentured servants are going to go straight to the middle. Passengers are going to be kind of on the little top part. A little bit nicer rooms, but I'm going to be honest with you. Nothing's really nice on this ship unless you live in the captain's quarters. Now, the rule for not talking. Don't just, you can talk to me. You can have conversations with me. Everybody else, just don't talk to. I kid you not, I have watched Captain Arvin slaughter an entire ship of men because one was talking, and then he killed him, and then another one screamed, and then he killed him, and then everybody started screaming, and then he personally just murdered everybody. It was a shit show. We made absolutely no money. I told him he shouldn't have done it, but what do I know? I'm the first mate, not the captain. Please, just keep it to yourselves, fellas. All right? Do we have any questions from anybody? Yes, you.
Real quick, out of character. I fully forgot that to do the accent first time, so I'm going
You're
to be
good.
doing that from here going forward.
Okay. Yes, you.
Well, are your quarters available like all the time? Like I could just come in and talk to you.
Only when I'm not sleeping.
Do you have like set hours that you sleep at? Like, do you have like
Yeah.
a note like?
You knock on the
nailed?
door and I don't answer. I'm probably sleeping. Any better questions from anyone? Nobody? Not one person? You're not going to be talking for probably a couple months at this point. You know, nobody wants to get it all out. All right. All right. You see like one little guy in the back and he's like, do we have a bathroom? Yeah, wherever you can aim it. Off the side of the ship. No toilet paper. Get used to fish scales. All right. So we're going to start giving everybody their, we're going to give everybody their jobs. And so he kind of starts, he lines everybody up. He's giving them like a little, okay, what are you good at? What'd you do in your past life? Okay, whatever. Next, whatever you do. So then we get up to James. All right, sir, what's your name?
My name is James Oren, sir.
James. Okay. What are you good at?
In my previous life, I was a knight, sir.
All right, you're going to be scaling fish.
Thank you, sir.
And then he kind of, a couple more people go by. He goes to Uldron. All right, what's your name?
Name's Aldrin, sir.
All right, awesome. What'd you do in your past life?
Hunting, trapping, bounty hunting. You know.
Cool, you're going to be a fisher. Hope you love it. Next. Lance. That's you. All right, what's your name?
Lance Morgan.
All right, what'd you do in your past life?
I was a guard.
He kind of starts chilling down the lists. He's looking, flipping pages. Okay, we got enough fishers. We got enough trappers. All right, I got a job for you. No one else can do it, and you're gonna like it. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna be scrubbing the barnacles on the ship. So here's what we're gonna do. Every couple of days, we're gonna hang you from the ship, and you're gonna just kind of scrape off the barnacles down the side. It's a fun job. I wish I could do it, but oh god, I can't. Unfortunately. Oh man, wish I could do it.
Okay.
Yeah. And your off days though, we'll find a place for you. All right, everybody good?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Everybody has
Yep.
their assigned job. Perfect. So everybody goes down to their quarters. So James, a guard kind of takes you down, and you are in the middle part of the ship. You are kind of ranked under the indentured servants, right in the middle of the ship. Uldron, you are on the third floor of the ship, which I guess would be the second floor if you're up top, or the third floor if you're on the bottom. Just so you know, too, these places on the ship are very, very cramped. So the very bottom floor where the prisoners are at, it's only like 2 feet in height. They sleep on a wooden floor with nothing. For the indentured servants, you get about 4 feet of space, and you get like a little cotton mattress. And then the people who actually paid passage to get onto the ship, they get about a good 6 foot high roof with like a bed, like a normal bed and a dresser. But there's only maybe about 6 actual passengers on the ship right now. And Gallium kind of looks at Lance, and he just goes, it's weird. Oh, must have made a mistake. What are you here for? Are you a prisoner? Or are you a dentured? You know what? I don't even care. You're gonna lie to me anyways. I'm gonna go ahead and just say you're a passenger. I don't know why you're on this ship. I don't got your name written down anywhere, but whatever. And so he personally walks you down to the to like the little passenger area, and he leads you to your room. And your room right now has about so you definitely have roommates, right? You don't have a personal room. Your room is just bigger than everyone else's. You have a door. You have one man who's across from you, and he's kind of just like sitting, laying in his bed. And in the room, you have a singular dresser, and that's it. And like a light and a bed, but it's like a like a flight light.
Dude, Pog, you have a light.
Pog, brother.
The only
right.
place with the light.
And so we're gonna go ahead and just go in the order if I wrote the names down. So James, you're in the middle of the room. At this moment, it looks like every guard has left, and they've started to go upstairs. Is there anything you want to do since you're down here?
Yes, sir. I'm going to be kneeling on the far side of the room, closest to
You
the
don't.
sea.
You only have to talk like that when you're in character.
I don't give a shit. So
This is
I'm
gonna
gonna
get
be
old quick.
kneeling.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna be kneeling by the edge of the ship, to say a protection warding chant, and then to meditate so that it resonates over the my area of the ship.
Okay. So you're sitting there. You're kneeling. You start kind of like making your little chant, whispering, and there's like this like one lady who's kind of just like looking at you, and she's like, "Oh, he's talking. Oh, he's talking. Oh, he's gonna get messed up." Oh, I hope you hear it like in the back. I hope Captain Arvin doesn't get pissed. All right, so Izzy, you are a passenger, or I'm sorry, Uldron, you are in the passenger room, and you are also in the same room as Tyler, Lance. So you guys are kind of sitting across from one another. Also, everybody in the game, I totally forgot. I should preface this. They do not know each other in game yet
At all.
at all. So
Okay.
you guys are kind of across from one another. You're kind of just like laying in your bed, figuring the room out.
Mm-hmm.
And Lance, you are also in the room, so it's kind of both your guys' turns. What do you guys want to do?
Probably gonna. I think I would probably be looking through my stuff just to make sure like everything that I needed is
Yeah.
somewhat
So
there. Oh wait,
the
it's
thing
under the
is,
ship, yeah.
yeah.
That's
Well,
right.
it's on a very specific part of the floor.
Mm.
So another description of the ship. Okay. So where the hull is at, Hull, not HOLE.
Mm.
Um, kind of on either side of the ship. One side is the captain's quarters. On, I would say, I guess, approaching the ship. On the left hand side of the ship is going to be the captain's quarters. On the right hand side of the ship is going to be the storage. So another thing, I also didn't mention this again in the game. Sorry, poor planning on my end. Whatever. Um, everybody's stuff is hidden, or not hidden, but like tucked away inside of the storage. If you are an indentured servant, you don't have anything except for what's on your back right now. You don't have any weapons. You don't have nothing. Yet. And if you are a passenger, all of your stuff is inside of storage. You are given the clothes that the ship provides. And as far as that, that is all you guys know. So right now, what you probably have is you probably have like a little, I don't know, little bit of nothing.
All right.
Pogger. Figure out
Yeah,
my
absolutely,
puzzle.
Puggers. Yeah. Huh. I guess. Hmm. I think Aldrin would probably. He'd probably give it a second, be kind of skeptical of the people around him, given that he just watched a guy be like, my father. um, and especially be looking at Lance for that weird interaction that he just had of not quite being on the list. I think Aldrin would be kind of just like continually glancing over at Lance, not talking, but very much suspicious of him.
And on this note, too, as you guys are kind of like sitting there, like awkwardly just like looking at each other,
Mm-hmm.
you hear a door slam and then footsteps, or you hear, I'm sorry, you hear a door open, footsteps sound like they're leaving, and then a door slam.
I want to go investigate it. I want to go see
Okay.
who's slamming doors.
No, it's the sound of somebody leaving the room. Not the
Ooh,
room that you're in, but like,
but
because there,
a room.
yeah, a room. So every room has a specific roommate.
Yeah,
And then there's that main door that kind of leads to like the outside world. And
gotcha.
you just heard somebody leave, go outside.
Did did it sound like they were coming out of their room, or like they were leaving that door to
You
like
just
go
kind of heard
onto
like
deck?
clump, 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 slam.
Interesting.
So
So
you can't really tell if somebody was like leaving their room or if somebody just left. You
I
can't
think
really.
Aldrin would immediately peek out the door to see what's going down.
Okay, so you stick your head out and you realize that there is all the doors in the rooms are closed
Mm,
and there are no guards in sight.
interesting. Hmm. I'm gonna head to the door that leads to above deck.
Okay, so you slowly just kind of start creeping up and you walk out. At this point, you can kind of see that you're not really too far away from the town. I'd say you're maybe like about a third of the mile out, but you guys have already started sailing. All of the guards are kind of standing up. They're standing like kind of on top of the deck, um, just kind of like glancing at each other, making like weird facial expressions. Um,
They're just like
and
nervously looking at each other.
Yeah, and Gallium's kind of like walking around and he's just like, okay, well, all right, so you're going to be in charge of. He's looking at the guards and he's going to be, okay, you're going to be in charge of people scaling fish. You know how this normally goes. You're going to be in charge of people catching the fish. He kind of looks to one guard who looks a little kind of like droopy. Looks kind of like a bit of an older man. All right, I got this guy. He's going to be scraping the barnacles. You don't got to do it no more. So he's like an extra on the ship. So you're going to be in charge of him. All you got to do is make sure that he's got the ropes. Just make sure he doesn't drown. Uh,
Oh,
Oh,
uh-huh.
where'd he go?
hear me?
There we
Where'd you
go.
go?
Technical difficulties?
I don't know.
Hello?
but Craig is back.
Greg is still here. That's good.
I'm back, everybody. Sorry for that.
I say Craig never left.
What point did I leave off at?
Nickel Boy
Making
is
sure he
no
doesn't
longer able to
drown.
scrape off the side of the ship.
Okay.
You left off at make
Oh.
sure he doesn't drown.
Yeah, so he's going to be scraping the barnacles on the side of the ship. All you got to do is just make sure he doesn't drown. And the guard kind of looks and he's like,
Drowned.
don't talk. Don't talk. And the guard's just like,
Oh my god.
don't talk. You know you lost your ability to talk. You know it. He's kind of, mm-hmm. Attaboy. Pats him on the shoulder and kind of walks away. So,
Quick out of character question.
sure.
What was the first mate's name? Was it Gallium or was it Yallium?
Gallium, kind of like
the metal?
Yeah, like
Gotcha.
the metal.
Okay, cool.
Yallium.
So at this point, Gallium kind of notices that you're standing outside. And he kind of walks up to the deck and he's like, our first person out. Are you ready to start working?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I love fishing.
Awesome. What did I fishing? I knew that. I wrote that down. Definitely.
Yes,
Okay.
of course.
You're gonna go to that guy over there. He kind of points his finger to just a guard. They all literally look the same. They're all wearing kind of like silver plated armor. They're all wearing like helmets and like little kind of cloaks that kind of just cover their eyes. You can only see the bottom half of their face. They are very pristinely hidden from
Love
facial
that.
expression. And he goes, him over there. He's got the net. I think. I don't know. They all look the same. You know what to do. Just walk around until you find one. And you walk over to the guard. And the guard kind of looks at you and just, And he holds up a fishing net. And kind of hands you half of the net. And kind of motions. Yeah. And he hands you the other half of the net. And he motions for you to throw it out in the water. James, you're at the bottom of the ship. You just completed your prayer.
In the middle of the ship.
Yeah, middle of the ship. You're the very middle of the ship. You just completed your prayer.
Yeah.
You're vibing. What's next?
Yeah.
What's James doing?
James is going to lean his head out of the room, kind of scoping things out safely, while being able to like peek out and then jump back in the room if he needs to. But he's not necessarily leaving.
A better description of the middle room, the indentured servitude room. Mm-hmm. So there are no walls. It's not a room. It is just a giant, kind of, I don't know how to explain it. It's just a big open space with a bunch of random beds next to each other. So everybody's going to be sleeping next to each other.
Okay.
And then the very bottom for the prisoners is just the bottom of the ship. I mean, like there's a point in the bottom of the ship where it even starts to curve up on the walls, and there are people like sleeping on the curves of the walls, you know? For you in the center of the ship, there's just a bunch of cotton mattresses everywhere. You kind of just pick where you're going to sleep that night. If no one takes your spot, they don't take your spot. There's kind of a little stairway that leads out, and it's kind of like an upward stairway. Like you kind of have to climb, and you're going to look out, and there's a little bit of a hatch you have to lift to get out.
Okay. I'm gonna peek out of the hatch then, just a little bit to where if I get seen, I can pop back down. But I just want to kind of get the lay of the land, see my surroundings a little.
Yeah. So you walk over, and you lift the hatch open, and you quickly peek, and at that point, everybody that's in the room notices you doing that, and kind of just like starts following. And they're all standing behind you, waiting to get outside, and they're just staring at you. And there's one man who's about to say something. He's like, He starts flapping his hand. I forget we're doing a podcast. He starts flapping his hands like, go, come on. But he's not saying anything. Just trying to tell you to get out or get out of the way.
Okay. He is going to, I'm going to turn around. I'm going to look at him, look at everyone else. Look back at him, nod my head, take a deep breath, and head out of the latch.
All right, and you walk out, and everybody starts to follow behind you. And Gallium is just, good, the rest of our guests. Oh boy. Okay, so just start doing your jobs, I guess. And he kind of starts pointing to, different guards. That guy's over there, he's for scalers. That guy over there, they're the chefs. That guy over there is, the only person now. Oh, sorry.
There was chefs, and you got barnacle undoer.
Well, I don't know if he can. I don't know if he.
Taylor.
I don't know if he can cook. What do I know? As far as I know, he can't even.
Sir.
It does never stop. On the other side of the ship, I'm just,
You're working hard, hoping that you catch these fish.
Yeah, really trying.
Uh,
a quarter or a third of a mile off.
Real fucking bored over on the other side.
Lance,
Just staring at the water, crying.
Lance, you now can hear everybody kind of in the little rooms that you're in are leaving, and you by yourself are in the room alone. At your side, you notice that you've very swiftly and very cunningly kept a dagger away from everybody. So nobody knows that you have it. What do you want to do?
Do I remember what was on deck, like the captain's quarters and?
Yeah, it's a very simple layout. I mean, you don't necessarily know like exactly everything. You just know the doors and you know where the captain went to, but you're not sure if that's the captain quarters or what.
Okay. I want to try to investigate the ship more.
Okay. Do you just plan on kind of walking room to room and checking other people's rooms out, or do you want to actually go up top?
Check the rooms out and then go up top.
Okay. Do me a favor. Roll a stealth check.
17.
Okay. So yeah, you're definitely sneaking around. And there's about 6 doors where you're at, 3 on either side. And you just start, opening up doors, peeking in, and every room looks exactly like yours. There's nothing different. Nobody's in the rooms. It's just every room is just, the only thing you can tell is just like some people blew their little candle out, some people didn't. That's the only thing different.
Okay. Then, Then I guess I'll go up top.
Okay, so you go up top and you see kind of, Gallium kind of pointing everybody. Okay, you're gonna go over there. You're gonna go over there. You're gonna go over there. And then he sees you and he's like, my barnacle scraper boy. All right, come with me.
He didn't forget you.
Bro, he almost called you his barnacle boy.
Yeah.
Evil.
Out of character question. Does that make the fat old guy that's with him Mermaid Man? Just
me.
he's got like the seashell bra on and all that.
No, he actually has a seashell G-string.
Oh, pog.
Nice. Yes.
Let's go.
And his name is not.
Tyler. I'm jealous.
His name is not Mermaid Man. It's my man.
It's actually Tyler's man.
Wait.
Fuck.
Fuck, dude. You're
All right, come with me, kitten. Who's daddy's special little kitten?
He can't call him kitten. He can't talk, Jordan. You fucking listen to your own story, Jordan.
No, Gallium can talk. He can call anybody kitten. He can do whatever he wants. This is my game, damn it. This game's all about me.
Kitten.
DM wins $1 million gold. He's the richest around. Okay, so
Team rolls only nat 20s.
I rolled 17 nat 20s in a row, and I don't plan on stopping my streak.
God, I hate all of you so much.
So Lance, Gallium's like, all right, come with me, boy. And he kind of walks you over to that kind of like that old droopy guard. And you could definitely get a tell just by the little under of like, the underling from his little like kind of cloth mask that's hiding his eyes underneath his helmet. But he's a pretty old guy.
Droopy Guard is who I was asking if Mermaid Man was, by the way.
Oh no.
Oh.
So he kind of just like looks at you. He's just like and he pulls out it's almost like a little swing kind of, but it's a wooden plank with 2 holes in it, and there's 1 rope going through kind of like the bottom of it. So it makes kind of like a little seat, almost like a swing, right?
A fucking tire swing.
It's like
Yeah,
a
kind of.
tire swing.
Yeah, exactly. And he's making sure
gonna
it's like
die
fast and tight. He's just
immediately.
kind of like and so it's fast and tight, and it's got kind of like this little interesting machine attached to it,
Welcome
almost
back,
like a
Picture Kitten.
yeah. now he points to the leather straps and the ball gag and tells you
God, I love this game.
okay, no, I'm kidding. So he got so the swing itself is attached to kind of like a little movable winch, right? So
kitten.
motherfucker, let's play the game, damn it.
I'm sorry.
So it's kind of has like a little movable winch. So the one thing you can notice around the ship is there's a little bit of like a track that kind of, it's almost like a singular train track. Almost like a roller coaster track, but it's only one. And the winch can kind of be slid all across either side of all the ships.
Are you
So that,
saying wench or winch?
Winch.
Because winch is a machine.
Winch.
Wench is what you call a barmaid.
So there's a whore that just slid.
There's a movable
Okay, so
woman
a
who
winch.
just
Thank you.
pulls you up.
All right, there, love. Hold on tight. Hope I don't drop you. He's got a note that says "Sorry, kitten." God damn it! This game is falling apart quick.
Oh no, it's building
Yeah,
up.
dragon comes, destroys you all. End game. Steven, your game now. Okay, so he kind of like fashions the winch and makes it like kind of tight where it's slightly hanging over the ship, and he kind of points at you, Lance, and just kind of like and then he kind of just like looks around and he's just like you gotta sit on it and I'll lower you down.
Okay.
And so what do you do? See me getting it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you kind of sit in the little swing. He gives you like a little pull with like a scraper on the edge of it, and he kind of just starts lowering you down, and you just hear kind of the as you're getting like lowered down the side of the ship. And
Okay. I want to kind of look if there's places to climb on the side of the ship.
it is a side of a ship. There ain't nothing
Okay.
except for a whole side of a ship. So okay, as you're kind of sitting there scraping off your barnacles, you're and then he's kind of slowly like unlocking and then pushing the winch like while you're still on it, so you're kind of like slightly swinging, but it's honestly like not as bad as you thought it would be. This guy seems like he's pretty good at what he does. He knows how to do this pretty well, so it's not really that hard. And then you get to a point in the ship where you can definitely tell that this is kind of like the captain's quarters, right? It's kind of the rear end of the ship. There's a bunch of windows everywhere, and there aren't any barnacles on the windows, but he kind of starts lowering you a little bit lower than the window. You can kind of see past. You can see the captain inside through the windows. One of the windows is slightly cracked open, and you see the captain kind of sitting in a chair, very slumped over, just kind of shaking like a cup of like whiskey back and forth with his hat on, slumped over in the chair, just staring at the wall into nothing. And he's like slowly taking sips, and you start kind of getting lowered and lowered and lowered until you're kind of scraped the butt end of the ship. And around this point, you get maybe I'd say about a third of the ship done, and he kind of pulls you back up, and you get to the top. And for all of you guys now, you hear Gallium kind of walking around. Come on, everybody! It's time for dinner. And around this point of everybody doing their jobs, it's probably been about a good like 5 or 6 hours. And it is nightfall. So Gallium is having guards kind of place tables in the center of the ship. So they're kind of pulling all the tables out from storage. They're placing them directly in the center of the ship. And everybody is sitting down at these benches. And remember, like I said at the beginning of the game, there's only about 25 people. So everybody is sitting down, and you guys are having all the fish that was caught and flayed. So everybody gets a fish, a lime, and some water. Yeah, you get to eat the lime, peel and everything.
What? Oh my god. We're avoiding scurvy.
Yeah, Captain
In
Smart.
the citrus.
Remember I told you, Gallium has teeth. They're slightly yellow, but they're teeth.
That's a good point. You did.
Survey.
I hadn't even
So-
considered that. Gallium has teeth.
He
And
has-
they're only slightly yellowed.
and they're made out of
Penis.
aluminum.
Oh,
Fish bones.
Fish bones. George
Barnacles.
Washington.
They're just barnacles,
The
actually.
wood from the
It's-
cherry tree that he
it's
chopped down as a
mermaid
baby.
man's G-string.
He just rubs his food on the G-string to mush it up, and then he just swallows it.
No, he takes the G-string off and then he puts it in like a grill.
No, he does that to you, baby. He does that to you, kitten.
Oh my god, I've been upgraded to kitten.
In the grill.
So, okay,
Yes.
so as everybody's kind of sitting at the tables, Gallium kind of stands up on the deck, and the captain is up on the where the captain's quarters are at is kind of where like all the tables are, like across from the captain's quarters. And then there is a part of the ship that kind of raises where the wheel of the ship is, right?
Mhm.
And so kind of in front, I'd say maybe about 8 feet away from the captain's room, there is a giant pole with the POLE with the sails on it. So I think it's called the hull, HULE or HULL. And the captain is on that little second floor, kind of where the wheel is at, with its own individual little table, and he's eating, food also. You guys can't really tell. Gallium kind of walks around, and he's just like, "All right, everybody, I need to make sure that everybody here is eating their limes. I don't want your teeth to start falling out. Some of you guys are prisoners. Some of you guys are going to be slaves. And some of you guys are going to be indentured servants. We need the pretty teeth. It gets you a lot of money. If you can't eat limes because you're allergic, well, we're going to figure that out when you're done eating the lime." And kind of at that point, I mean, it's a slow, awkward meal. And the captain kind of walks over, and he like sighs a little bit, and you could tell he's definitely drunk. And he just goes, "All right, you guys can have 15 minutes of talking. If I hear anything about a mutiny, anything, I'll behead all of you." And the captain kind of like sits back at his table, and Gallium looks like red in the face. And he's kind of just like, "No, nobody talk yet. Nobody talk. Everybody's hold on. He kind of like runs up. You hear him whispering back with the captain. And the captain and him are kind of slightly bickering. And then you hear the captain yell, "What I say goes." Gab's like, "Okay, sir. Everybody, you get 15 minutes of talking. Guards as well. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves, I guess." You four specifically, so there's basically just like there's 4 really long benches. Each bench holds about 6 people. Yeah. So each bench holds about 6 people. There's one person standing up on the end. All of the guards are kind of on their own separate little area. There's only maybe like 6 or 7 guards. There's not a lot. And they have their own like personal little picnic table on the very end of the ship. And you kind of see all the guards just like, "Whoa. What? You can talk?" Oh my god. You hear one guard be like, "Oh my god, guys, my name is Harvey." And he's not talking to you guys. He's just talking amongst his other guards. He's like, "My name is Harvey. What the fuck is going on, man?" And you see kind of like all of the prisoners, everybody, they just kind of start talking almost like it's normal. Introducing themselves to other people. You guys are all coincidentally sat at the same table, all 4 of you.
Yeah, all 4 of us.
All 3 of you. Sorry, I see myself in the camera, and I'm counting 4. Quick
Quick
math.
maths.
I am a DM, not a mathematician.
Right. So, Lance.
Yes.
Lance.
All
What
right.
was
I
it
guess you
like?
just
Was the
fucking
swing fun?
Totally know the names, I
Uh,
guess. I'm gonna go ahead and say you just overheard it from Gallium calling him.
Yeah. That's what I
Sure.
think.
I'll let that
Sorry.
little meta out.
Gallium's barnacle scraping boy.
Mm,
Was the swing fun? It looked kind of fun.
it was all right.
I saw you when it came around one time when I was pulling up fish. It looked fun. You enjoy it. I mean, the rest of us are up here,
It's easy,
pulling.
I guess. It's really
Who
easy.
cranks you up anyway? How do you get back? Does Gallium pull you back up?
No, it's a different guard, I guess.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, they all look the same. Well, I mean, except for like Harvey's kind of got that mole on his chin, but beyond that,
Yeah.
at least we'll be able to tell Harvey apart. The rest of them haven't said the names. Also, okay, hold
In the
on.
distance, you hear Harvey say, "I don't even know how the hell I got this mole. It wasn't here when I got here."
Just grew.
It's good. It's good.
He starts picking at it with a knife, and then it just falls off in his food and keep eating.
Probably
Well.
a tick if you think about it.
Well, he had a mole. Hmm.
And
He has a
had
scar now.
He had a tick on his face.
Oh, how do you
There's
get a
kind of
tick at
a
sea?
there's a guy next to you, and he's just kind of like, "Well, I guess he's the only god with a scab on his chin now."
See, that guy knows.
I
That guy
guess.
knows.
Yeah.
I do know.
What's your name,
Hmm.
lads?
Well, that's Barnacle Boy.
Okay, good to know.
What? Oh, my name's Lance.
Lance. Lance the
Lance.
Barnacle Boy.
Lance the
Yes.
Lance Gallium's Barnacle Boy,
And
please.
sir with the jokes, what's your name?
That'd be Aldrin. Nice to meet ya. And yours?
James, sir.
James. Love it. Love it. That's very classical, You from a town?
From a small island in the south of the country.
An island?
The Broken Isle, sir.
Wow. And they named you it was a broken isle. They named you James? Gotcha. Love that for you. Love that for you.
What
And
brought you lads on the
Lance.
ship?
Hmm?
What brought you lads on the ship?
Aha! Private information, please. Highly classified. Highly
Alright.
classified. And you?
I was sold into servitude.
Oh! Oh.
Yeah.
Who sold you?
My father.
Oh! Ah, okay. So you got like paternal issues.
Yeah.
I guess you
The
could
kind
call
of
it that.
the kind of bigger guy next to you kind of chimes in. "Oh, I know a thing or two about bad fathers also. Me father had sex with me aunt. That's how I was born.
We can tell, sir.
Yeah. Brothers and sisters. He always said he wanted to keep the lineage pure, but it's only good when you're really rich and fancy, but it's really trashy when you're really poor. Anyways,
He
I
kept
got
it-
a weird third nipple now." He kind of picks his shirt up. And
I
he's
just wanna,
definitely
I just want to lean over to Lance. Just they kept it purely fucking daft.
Yeah, they kept it purely daft, honestly. I hate it.
That's a wicked third nipple. It's
How
crazy.
did he hear me?
He didn't hear you. He just coincidentally said it.
Okay.
He's like, "Yeah, it is kind of weird too. Look at if I wiggle my stomach, it like dancing."
Oh wow.
So we're
Hey,
really wasting our 15 minutes of free speech.
Well, I mean,
on
does
his
anybody have a
nipples.
watch? Does anybody have a watch? Who's keeping time?
No, all of our stuff got taken. What do you mean a fucking
Hey,
watch?
that's what I'm saying. How are we keeping time? How do we know when 15 minutes is up?
When they yell at us or slit someone's throat to tell me no when it's done.
Oh, that's a good point.
Basically, yeah.
Lance,
Yeah.
buddy, friend, barnacle boy. How do I phrase this? Why wasn't your name on the list?
That's a good question.
Must have been a mishap.
You seem to
Mishap.
stutter there like you're not sure what your answer was.
I got a bit of a
Are you
stutter.
lying to us, new
Oh,
friend?
hey, don't make fun of his like speech impediment, man. That's not cool.
I'm not making fun of anything. I'm asking a question. Sir.
You're poking fun at him having a stutter.
I'm not poking fun of anything.
Gallium
asking
then
a
walks
question.
up and goes, "All right, everybody. Captain says no more talking. All right, everybody keep it down. Keep it down. Keep it down. No more. No more. I get it. You guys want to get over, but just hush. And then he kind of like walks up to you four sitting at the table and he's like, "Hey, between us three, between us, never lets anybody talk. I'm very confused. So just all you try to stay on the low. You know what I'm saying?" And kind of walks away. Now, at this point, everybody's done eating. Everyone's full. Their tummies are definitely filled. And the guards start directing everybody back to their rooms because now it is time for Betty Bye.
Do we get snuggle buddies?
Yeah, of course. That's
Oh,
why you're all
sweet,
paired
sweet.
in rooms of two.
Yeah. Is Lance my snuggle buddy?
He's your snuggle buddy, yeah.
Awesome.
And if you're real
Awesome.
good, he might let you borrow the seashell thong.
Is that a dagger on your hip? Or are you just happy to see me?
All right, so everybody are in their rooms. James,
Actually, neither. I broke my femur.
you are in the God. You are in the you're in the middle room. Everyone's paired up. Just so you know, there are no windows in this too, so it is getting hot fast.
Bro,
But-
somebody passes gas in there. That's it. That's game over.
So, just quick question: the leather stuff that we're wearing, they have like.
You definitely cut out right there.
Oh, for sure. Your audio.
I
died
did.
for a
I'm
sec.
sorry. The shirts that we're wearing got like the little string stuff, like all the leather outfits that we're wearing.
He's asking if they have like strings or like buttons, or
Yeah,
if they're
like
just like
Oh,
one
what
do they
piece.
have
I mean,
on them?
I mean, just think of it purely as just like kind of like a nice hide armor that just kind of like
Okay.
sticks to you almost. It's not like loose. There's no loose garments of it. Because it's not cotton rags. The reason why you're wearing leather is because you guys are kind of almost like another thing I really need to state that I'm probably not explaining. Get wet. Leather makes you sweat. Leather's a good insulator, right? So that's why everybody is wearing leather.
Bit harsh on the nipples, but beyond
A
that,
little bit. Oh, it's good for the fat guy. If he can drop that third nipple, then
All right. So what I want to do is I
Little
want to go ahead
sensitive.
and either loosen or take off the top of my armor since it's getting kind of hot in the.
oh,
Yeah,
it's
I mean, you
getting
could-
hot down
you
there.
could take it. You could take it off pretty easy.
I'd like to take the top part of it off and then kind of use it as like a blanket. And then instead of laying on the bed, I'm gonna lay just like if this is the bed, for example, I want to lay just off of the side of it, not under it, but just off the side, so that I can't be seen easily because I don't trust the other servants that are down here.
Yeah. Okay.
And kind of use it like that, and then head to sleep.
Okay. And you do exactly that. You close your eyes. You me. All right.
I feel like James is the type to say prayers in his sleep.
Dear Lord art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Come on, you got to use the real one. Dear sweet baby Jesus. Dear sweet infant God.
In his sleep,
Jesus grew
he
up.
loses the accent completely.
Come on, Jesus was an adult. God damn it, Jesus was a baby too, and I like the baby Jesus. Dear 6 pound, 4 ounce baby Jesus. That's a
So
Talladega Nights reference.
Oh
if
my
nobody gets it.
God.
We know. That's the reference I was also making with
Yeah.
Jesus.
So Lance and
Invoking
Eldron,
of
you guys are
Jesus.
kind of both in the room, just just in the rooms, fucking vibing out.
They're fucking.
No,
Um,
fucking and vibing,
and-
Oh, okay,
please.
okay, cool.
And a
Sorry.
quick kind of tell also is you guys also know that there are no guards in the cabins. They are also sleeping.
Mm.
They're
Hey,
kind of in their own
quick-
little quarters.
Quick question.
Yeah.
In the placement here, because we're at our level, there's like the passengers, below us is the indentured, below that is the prisoners, right?
Yeah.
And then like up above, like captain's quarters.
So the captain's quarters where you guys are at, above you guys, would be the storage.
Okay.
And-
so then above that, like
Is the deck.
in the back of the deck.
Kind of. So remember how I told you there's those little stairs that kind of walk up?
Yeah.
So above that is those little stairs where you kind of like walk up.
Mhm.
So that would be kind of like the front end of the ship, right?
Yeah.
And then there's
Oh,
this
I've got
very
this
similar
picture.
port. Yeah, yeah. It's like just imagine like your old timey pirate ship, I guess. And then
Gotcha.
so above you guys is like
So
that little storage area, and then on the
Mhm.
opposite side it looks exactly the same, except there's the captain's quarters, and there's his like steering wheel above that. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
That's kind of
I
his
was
little
just
area sector.
going to ask where the guards sleep.
The guards actually sleep like on top of the deck. I'm not kidding. I had that pictured in my head, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna make it be that. These
That's fucking
guards,
awful. I love
yeah,
it.
no. Like they have like really thick blankets, but they sleep on top of the deck.
They got to keep it guarded at all times.
Yeah, no. There's reasons for everything.
Oh, you know what? That works. Um, it's crazy that we have beds. I'm going to sit on the ground and make dead eye contact with Lance and go,
Okay, so
and
you're just
then trance.
okay. Lance.
I am just gonna sit and plot.
Okay.
Oh, real quick. We've all seen each other now. I suppose I should say that Aldrin is a wood elf, not a human. So that look of trance would probably read normally to people. It's kind of weird if a human trances. So I just figured I'd throw that out there.
You're just instead of being like super zoned out, like drooling out of your mouth, you're actually just like meditating.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, so Lance, you are sitting and plotting.
Yeah.
So you know what? I have a great idea for your plotting. All right. I want you to roll 3 d20s.
Okay.
Or 1d20 3 times.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. So hold on though. Hold on for
Well,
you to
but
do that.
what plus anything?
Yeah, plus your intelligence.
He's gonna lose a roll every time. Dude, I fucking got him. Did you guys hear that? Fucking
No, I
So
tried not
first roll 13. Second roll is 17. Oh no, not 17. What? Actually, unnatural 20.
Okay.
to. Oh God, it's unnatural.
like that guy and his aunt mom.
And then the third one is 10.
It's Aunt Mom.
He missed out on 2 clues by not rolling good enough, but on the third clue, it was revealed to him that he remembered where he remembered the winch that he was hanging on.
You remembered
was
the
the one that started-
wench.
The winch, shut up.
In the window.
The winch that kind of like moved around the ship, and he remembered kind of passing by the captain's window being slightly cracked open.
So he remembered the windows, but did he remember the walls?
It's in
The
his mind right now.
convenient sweat dripping
just-
down the balls. Did he see the females crawl?
Skeet, skeet.
motherfucker. Skeet,
Steven, please
skeet,
take note.
goddamn.
You have disadvantage for your next roll.
It's an anti-inspiration die.
Come on, kitten, don't do that to daddy.
An anti-inspiration die is where you take your inspiration die, roll it, and that's what you subtract from your roll.
Okay. So
Stop bullying
So,
daddy.
Tyler, with the information that you have of the winch being on the window, what do you choose to do?
I'm gonna wait for the next night.
Okay. So you go to sleep. Lance. That's Lance. That's Lance sleeping. James, you are being a fucking paranoid little puss boy. Alderon, you're just trancing out. Fucking
Yep.
vibing. And daybreak rolls around. You hear kind of a little bit of like like a bell being rung on the ship, just like at the band, like everybody wake up, ring! You know, ringing a bell back and forth. I don't know how to make bell sounds. Can't do it.
Ding,
Never
ding,
could.
ding, ding,
Ding,
ding.
ding, 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 ding.
Oh, that's perfect. I don't know what you were talking. What do you mean you can't do bell sounds? That's a bell.
I just learned.
Wow.
I actually, I'm now going to be going to school to be a voice actor, only to be doing bell sounds in movies. Church bells. Bong. So you
Plus, in
guys,
Hunchback of Notre Dame, and all you hear is, "I can ring the bells."
so
This
Fart
God,
with
this show
reverb.
is so off track. It's not even funny.
No, it's on track. This is
hell.
how D&D goes.
so anyways,
like
you guys
deep
are,
in the shit.
you guys just, you know, everybody's kind of getting woken up. They're starting to move out of their cabins, heading towards the front because you have another hard day of physical labor. That's not from Gallium. That's from me.
Yeah.
I'm feeling
Yeah.
extra.
I was like, whoa, okay, Gallum.
Yeah.
Gallium's actually drunk.
Already.
He's
He's a
an angry
pirate.
drunk too. He's an angry drunk. Fuck you! You look like my dumb bitch ex-wife.
Aw.
I think he was talking to you, Alderon.
I like that the yeah, probably.
I used to be in the femboys. You look like my dumb bitch ex-wife.
It's
husband.
funny because I haven't sent you guys anything of what I've sketched of Aldrin. But Aldrin is a fairly androgynous looking character, so that's so fucking funny.
I'm down with that. This game's gonna get way more interesting.
I just get you, kitten.
I love that the captain is like kind of like in his feels when he's drunk. And Gallium is just like, fuck you.
He's like angry. He's not actually angry. He's a happy guy. Pretty happy.
He's
So,
against Slave Santa.
I'm Daddy's little kitten. Yarg.
Yeah.
That's me, Puddin'.
Okay, so
All right.
what are y'all's doing? Y'all's gonna just start moving? Start
My
moving.
fucking job.
Okay.
What are you
I
doing, man?
Lance is over there skinning fish.
No, Lance is not
you-
skinning fish. I'm skinning fish.
Yeah, James is over there
James,
yeah.
skinning fish.
Mr.
I'm
McAvoy.
Barnacle Boy. Woo.
He's Barnacle Boy.
Yeah, so you are definitely scraping.
Where is Gallium at the moment?
He's kind of just like walking around the ship with a checkboard, making sure everybody's doing their jobs. So, have you left your cabin already? Are you working?
I'm going to say that I've just been doing my morning stretches.
Okay, so you're definitely getting a good stretch in.
Oh yeah.
You're feeling it too. You're feeling real good, real light on the feet. And you're still in your cabin. So Gallium is outside.
Okay. I'm gonna head up to everyone
Okay,
and
So- you head up, everyone, and
then I'm going to walk over to Gallium and go. I'm allowed to talk to you, right? Is that how
no,
this works? No,
you can't talk to anybody.
not. But the captain said you and his
I'm messing with you.
and him. Oh,
Yes, you can talk to me. Why?
Ooh, I was worried for a moment there. So,
Gallium's
Does
a
the cat-
dick.
does the captain get drunk like that often?
Well, captain's always drunk, right? Captain's a ship's #1 perk, but
Fair.
never lets anybody talk. So I'm gonna go ahead and say he was having a really good day yesterday. I've been with this man for probably about 5 years already, and he's never let me talk.
Wow, it must be rough, huh?
I've
Like,
watched-
wait, you're
Have I not
So-
told you the story about the man murdering everybody?
yes, it's true. That's true. No money, right?
He's
Well,
rich.
I suppose maybe you got to keep their belongings, right? Like you didn't have to return those to the family.
I'm gonna be real honest with you. How many people you think on this ship come with belongings?
Ooh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Mm.
You got real questions other than that? Because you need to work, buddy. We gotta eat tonight.
Oh, real question. About how long do you think this journey is going to take?
2 months.
2 months.
2 months with a big old M. Months.
Do we have like crows or seagulls or anything that we could like send letters back to the mainland?
You can catch it. Is that it? You can put a message in a bottle if you can find a bottle lying around.
Ooh, I bet there's probably a good bit of bottles by the captain's quarters.
Without taking one of your hands. All right, buddy, you need to get back to work.
I'm gonna go catch some
Yeah,
fish
and
now.
then he kind of just starts like walking around. He's like,
I'm
yelling at
gonna
the car. He's like, "What are you
head out.
doing?"
I'm gonna go catch some fish.
Okay, so you start catching.
Walk over to the guard, pick up the other half of our net.
Okay.
Make heart hands at the guard.
Lance, are you on your little sex swing?
Yeah.
All right, so you're kind of picking up where you left off, and the older guard kind of like looks around, make sure Gallium's not looking, make sure no one else is looking, and he just goes kind of like peeks into you, just like, "Be careful today. The tides are a little rough." And he kind of just starts lowering you down, and you are scraping the ship. These barnacles are no match.
I love that these barnacles are coming back on a day-to-day basis. It's terrifying.
The day before, he only did 1/3 of the ship, so he's just picking up where he left off.
I see.
They're back in full swing.
Fucking barnacles.
Barnacle! Hey, watch your mouth!
What are you gonna do after 3 days?
Sit and wait.
Well, he told them that once they're out of barnacles, he's gonna find another job for him to do until he's got to go back.
Oh, sick.
All right, James, just working.
I'm gonna start the day with doing my protection chant. Just kind of
Hookah chaka, hookah
No,
chaka.
it's more like
I
a
can't stop this feeling.
it's more like
Copyright.
like a prayer to ward off evil spirits and to kind of cast like a clouded eye so that I can't. It's like a kind of like a hiding protection, like don't see me type thing.
How loud is this chant?
It's literally just like a place. Like it's very just to me. I don't have it doesn't have to be out. It's more of like a prayer, just kind of.
Did James put his
like
shirt back on?
Yes. As soon as he woke up, he uses it as a blanket.
No, he
okay.
walks out fully shirtless, and the fat guy's just
No.
like, "Wait a minute, where's your third nipple at? Look at this weird deformed weirdo."
So he wakes up and he just kind of puts on his shirt. He rolls out of bed and
All right.
Rolls out of bed. You mean rolls onto bed?
Gets up, puts on that, prays. Yeah.
Roll a stealth check.
Okay. Ooh, fuck. 4.
All right, so you kind of start doing your little chant to yourself.
Yeah.
And Gallium kind of sees you doing it, and he kind of walks over and puts his hands on your shoulder, and he's like, "Hey, I get you might be one of the religious types, but this isn't the place to be religious, because everybody can kind of hear you talking to yourself. You need to keep it down for the captain hears you."
I'm sorry, sir, but if I don't do this, then everyone on the ship could die.
I'll be honest with you, if you don't shut up, everyone on the ship can die.
I'd rather die by the captain's hands than by the hands I'm warding us off.
All right, well, I'm going to go to the bottom of the deck and pray to myself quietly, not in the open, and hope that we don't all die because you won't shut up.
Blessings to you, sir.
Ooh, do you hear that car?
Hey, it makes you feel better. My neighbor's been revving his engine all day. Steven heard it. He was here.
Yeah. All right.
Hot.
So I look at Gallium and it says, "Blessings to you, sir." And I stand up and I walk up to go do my job.
Okay. Yeah. So you're good. You're good. At this point though, Gallium is kind of like walking over to the guards in your area, and is kind of like saying something to them while he's making very slight glances at you. You do notice that?
At me?
Yeah, he's kind of like,
Oh shit!
"Shit, don't touch him. His pussy's mine."
It stinks.
Oh god.
Nice.
God.
Stinks nice and good.
So everybody does their jobs for the fucking day, and you did good. Y'all did good. Y'all did good.
Yeah, indeed.
And so Now everybody is eating dinner, and the captain is sitting at the very tip top, and he's drinking, and he stands back up, and he is definitely more drunk than what he was yesterday, stumbling around, can't even stand up straight, and he slightly makes his way over to the wheel, and he's holding onto it for leverage, and he goes, "Everybody, you have 15 minutes to talk. 15." And he like Gallium kind of like runs over. He's like, "Oh, sir, let me sit you down. Like, let me help you sit back down." He's like, "Get off me! I don't walk. I can walk." And Gallium's just like, "Okay, everybody, 15 minutes. Go ahead."
Right.
And
Well,
you guys are sitting at the same table. I hope you
this
guys can
is.
switch places if you want, but
Evening, everyone. How are you doing?
I'm doing rather well. Hold on. Do you think? Wouldn't it be kind of fun? Wouldn't it be kind of fun if we all got a chant going for the captain? You know, maybe it'll keep him going on this trend of letting us talk for like 15 minutes a day.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely, you're right.
He's
Oh,
no
Gallium,
idiot.
Gallium,
yes,
Gallium.
fuck.
Do you think that we could get like a chant going for the captain, like to try and boost his spirits? You know, keep this going.
Do not ever get the attention of the captain. Look at me. He puts his hands on both of your shoulders and looks you in the eyes, and he's like, "I have watched this man do awful things. Do not get his attention. I'm telling you,
I
he's
tried
a
to tell
nut
him so.
job."
What about
Tell him,
chant
he
for
didn't
you? What
understand.
about chant for you, Gallium?
Yeah, don't bring
Oh
any
no,
attention to
that
yourself.
might make that might make it look
Yeah,
bad
don't,
actually.
don't, don't.
Just don't chant.
Yeah, just keep your positive thoughts to your fucking self.
Do you
Listen
guys know?
here,
He kind of like
Barnacle
looks,
Boy.
around, and he kind of notices everyone's kind of amongst ourselves, and he kind of like sits on like the very end of your table, where you kind of four are sitting. You sitting, or you three guys are like, whatever, wherever the fuck you guys are sitting, but you guys are all
Mhm.
next to each other. And he kind of like sits down next to you guys and leans his head in. And he's like, "Come here. Do you know why the captain doesn't let anybody talk?
No.
Oh,
Many years ago, he used to be known as this revered captain. Everybody used to love him. Well, one day, he started making some pretty bad decisions, started doing some things he shouldn't have done, and it pissed off his crew. Next thing you know, they got him on a ship that's on fire, sailing out into the middle of the sea. Nobody even knows how. Nobody knows, but he's here, and he's a captain. And so now, he doesn't let anybody talk. He doesn't let anybody become friends. He doesn't let anything like that happen because he's afraid of another mutiny. If he keeps the people detached from one another, then they won't ever have times to make up plots for themselves."
And that was why he said, I better not hear anything about a fucking mutiny on the first day.
hey, watch it with the M word. Okay, you're saying
shit.
you're saying the
wait.
word a lot.
Just
You're
don't.
right, I'm sorry.
Keep it down. Keep it down. Keep it down.
I was
Kind of
a
like,
woman,
"Shh."
darling.
And you hear the captain, "Gallium, get over here!" "Yes, captain." He kind of like runs over,
Be careful,
and
sir.
you hear him like kind of arguing. He's like, you can't really make out what they're saying, but towards the end of the conversation, you see Gallium kind of like helping the captain walk back to his quarters, and he comes out about 5 minutes later, and he's like, "You guys got a couple more minutes. Go ahead and keep talking amongst yourselves."
Can I roll? Well, no. Hold on. We don't have any belongings at all, right?
No.
Other with the clothes on your back and the hair on your balls, buddy.
Well, I was gonna ask because I don't know what class James is, but would he have a religious anything on him?
No.
No,
No, he doesn't have anything
that was
on him.
also confiscated. Okay,
Yeah, they don't.
or given up, I suppose,
he
because
just
it's
doesn't-
sold.
He doesn't have any religious items.
Yeah,
Oh,
as
okay,
far as you're
interesting.
aware, though, nobody has anything on.
Gotcha. So, anything fun happened with anybody's jobs today? I've got a pretty big fish today, honestly.
Well, I
You went to the captain.
I almost got killed downstairs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Somebody sneak up on you?
No, Gallium caught me praying and threatened to slit my throat.
You were
Yeesh.
praying
I was,
To-
yes, I have
to what?
I have a certain saying that I have to do so that I cannot be found.
You can't just like pray like in your head.
No, it has to be a verbal chant. It's the only way the spell works.
Well, what if you Well, because we can't talk amongst ourselves normally. What if you call down Gallium and then you pray to Gallium?
Well, considering he was the one who said I better shut the fuck up, I don't think Gallium.
Well, right, no, but we can talk to Gallium.
That's true.
So maybe you could sneak around. Maybe you just look him dead in the eyes. I bet he would love that.
That's a good idea. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. How about you, Lance? You gonna do anything fun today? Like getting almost killed?
No, not really.
How are those barnacles looking, boy? I'm learning from you, Aldrin. I'm learning.
There we go.
At this
They're all gone.
at this point,
They're all gone.
They're
You
all
see-
gone.
That was fast.
See- you see the fat man who's always next to you guys, and he's just kind of like sobbing. He's like,
What's wrong, Tiny?
What's wrong, man?
he picks his shirt up. Goddamn Lincoln took my third nipple. And he lifts his shirt up, revealing that he, in fact, no longer has a third nipple, but just a giant bite mark taken out of where his third nipple would be.
Hold on.
Jesus
Excuse me. I
Christ.
think I have a fix for you, sir. And I pull a scale off of my fish, and I put it where the third nipple was. Now you have a blue one, sir. A blue third nipple. Nothing more distinguishing than that.
Why aren't you supposed to be descaling these?
You have to leave a few for flavor, mate.
I don't.
He kind of
understand
just like,
this at all.
I like it. It looks nice.
I'm glad you like it, sir.
Yeah,
My
of course,
pawpaw
man.
doesn't have a third nipple. He only has 3 butt cheeks.
Sir, I think we need to teach you about something called keeping things to yourself.
So, what is your
Your
name?
family's been doing that for years.
Sir, please stop. What is your name, sir? Friend.
My name's Wally.
Wally?
Wally.
It's
Looks
a good
like
name,
Wally.
sir.
It's a
It's a
good
good
name.
name.
It's because I'm wall-eyed. One eye
What?
looks straight, and the other one looks at the wall.
Ah,
Wally,
Yeah,
your
hold
parents were not nice people, were they?
they were siblings.
They sold him into slavery. What makes you? Why? Of course they're
He
not good
could be a
people.
prisoner. Wally, why are you here?
He told us that he was sold.
He did. I'm
Well-
sorry, Wally, I wasn't listening.
It's all right. Well,
I thought you might have killed your parents or something.
no, I never killed me mom and pop. Me
Your
mate.
aunts
Your
and
grandma like
dad.
that, would you?
Listen, I'll tell you the story. Me mate got pissed off because I was sleeping with his woman. And so he beat me over the head. Next thing you know, I woke up on the ship. But you know what?
Our brothers
I
are
guess
dicks like that, aren't they?
Yeah, well, it wasn't me brother. It was me Paul. Sleeping with his
Oh.
woman. Which
All right.
I guess be my mom.
Fucking hell.
But whatever. She was hot.
oh,
Okay, Wally.
Oh,
I'm gonna,
Wally.
I'm gonna need you to be wall-faced for a moment and look away from.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Hey, Lance, did I changing the conversation? Lance, did I snore in my trance?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to any of you.
I'm trying to make sure I don't like get in trouble for like
You're not
snoring.
being a very
you
good
know?
friend, mate.
I know this
I'm-
Lance guy. I
I'm-
swear,
I'm,
He's kind
I'm
of a
not.
dick.
he's
I'm-
kind of
I'm not-
barnacle buddying it up.
I'm not.
I
anyone's
like 'em.
friend.
At this point,
Wally,
Gallium,
shut the fuck up.
Gallium comes back.
No.
All right, everybody. No more talking. Keep it to yourselves. Let's all get ready for bed now. And everybody starts making their ways back to the rooms.
I'd like to smile
Jane.
at Wally and nod my head before I go downstairs.
He is so ecstatic that you gave him some form of attention, and he's like got a big old cheesy and but like rotten cheese. It's green and
Oh.
nasty. Big old cheesy smile. And he is working his way back down to the prisoners area.
Oh, fuck,
He is-
you lied.
Oh, by the way, no, he is not he was sold, but he is not an indentured servant. And has had a life.
Oh my god. So quick question.
Yeah.
Do we have water on this ship to drink?
Yeah, they give you water throughout the day.
Okay.
They're not just like, all right, whichever last
Do-
one dies makes it.
Would I have water at the moment?
You've had water with dinner, so they will throughout the day have you guys stop and take water breaks, but like you're not getting water at night when you go to sleep.
I
Oh,
would
we love
like
good
to
flavor.
say that Aldrin's got a thing for hygiene, so he's been like taking the little fish bones and like picking his teeth and like taking the water and just like
Oh.
straight off the side. Just because I'm realizing that nobody here has been able to brush their teeth at all.
Yeah.
And he prides himself on not having the worst breath on the ship.
Yeah.
Very hard, isn't it?
I don't know, James. You brushed
You're
your
just
teeth.
like picking your teeth out with a fishbone.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I can give you a little bit. Try and just clean your teeth before you're done eating.
Heck
So
yeah.
so James,
Lime really helps.
you're gonna start moving your way back downstairs, or what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go ahead and head downstairs and survey the area and
Oh,
Almost.
and make sure that my
Oh.
bunk that I was using yesterday is still.
That's still available?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Sick.
So James is going to head downstairs and make sure that his bunk is available. So yeah, you walk downstairs. Sure enough, your little bed is there. Your little tiny itsy bitsy bed is there. You want to take your shirt off and hide like you did the night before.
I'm not gonna hide. I'm just gonna take the shirt off, use it as getting, and go to bed.
Okay. So
Are
yeah,
you gonna sleep on the bed or are you gonna sleep next
I'm
to
gonna
the bed?
sleep on the bed. Yeah, I'm gonna actually sleep on the bed because
Yeah.
he's gotten a little bit more comfortable. So I'm used to these people now. I can trust these people now. I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay. Do you
Willie
have
is at the
phone?
bottom. Like the
Yes.
bottom?
Okay. Wally. His name is Wally.
Mhm.
Wally. Yeah, he's a prisoner. He's at the very bottom.
Okay.
Okay. So Lance and Uldron, you guys are in the room. What are y'all's doing?
I go for it. Go for it. Actually, I want to hear yours first.
I was actually gonna say I'm gonna wait for everyone to go to sleep.
You know what's so funny about that? I was gonna say, Aldrin's getting a little bit sus of Lance here because he's a bit more standoffish, and it's interesting on this 2-month departure in which we're not going to be able to speak at all. And I was gonna say, Aldrin is going to sit down like he's going to trans, but just be fully listening to whatever to
What's
to
going on?
Lance because he was
Okay,
like, there's something off here. Like this guy might be
Tyler,
talking while I'm asleep.
Roll a
Deception.
no. Izzy, roll a deception check with advantage.
Gotcha. Okay. And that's charisma +0. Hey, how does a tasty little 10 sound?
With advantage?
Yeah.
You rolled 2 and picked the higher number?
Yeah, I rolled a 4 and then a 10, and I have a +0 to that.
All right, Tyler, outroll a 10. But you would roll an investigation check.
17.
All right, yeah. So you definitely know that he is not really trancing. How do you choose to go about it?
Yeah, what are you
Well-
going to do about
well-
me not actually sleeping?
Well, what is like a trans? Is it
So a
like-
trance is kind of like a meditative state where you would just kind of like have your eyes closed, right? And
Mhm.
you're just kind of like sitting there, just like meditating, right? And this
Usually for elves,
probably-
it's a pretty still thing.
yeah. So in this instance, he's probably got his eyes like slightly cracked open, and they're like moving around, darting back and forth, just kind of like looking at you, and you could like kind of see that throughout the corner of your eyes.
Can I blow out the light and then just try to sneak out?
All right. So here's what I'm gonna do for you, Bucko. I'm gonna go ahead and let you roll roll a history check for
Me or him?
you.
You.
Roll a history check. My cat opened the door. I thought it was
I'm glad you said that before I
11.
said the thing that I was
11.
going to say.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead and blow out the light. All right, so you blow out the light. Now I want you to go ahead and roll two. I want you to roll a d20 twice, and go ahead and do advantage on both of those.
Oh my god.
Hey, I have a quick question.
Sure.
How would I know my passive perception?
Okay, first one
Give me the-
was a 17. The second one was a nat 20.
Okay, so
Sick.
you got a nat 20. So and then so that's both your rolls already?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one,
impressive.
you know where all of the guards are placed.
Mm.
And for the second one, you know the layout of the ship so ridiculously well. That now if you want to go ahead and sneak out and do what you're gonna do, you are gonna get rolls.
I'm gonna get what?
Advantage on
Advantage.
stealth rolls.
Okay, then I'll sneak out.
Okay. Are you choosing to sneak out now?
Yeah.
Okay. Since you are in the room and everything's dark already, you're
Oh.
already in.
Is everyone asleep?
Yeah, everyone is
Hey.
asleep until you go outside. That's when I'm gonna make you roll for stealth.
Okay.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
In our room, is it dim light or total darkness?
It's total.
Is
It's
the moon
dark
out?
right now.
Oh.
There's no windows or anything.
There's no window.
Gotcha.
All right. So
Gotcha.
give me 1 second. 1 second. Okay, so Tyler, you gonna sneak out of the room?
Yeah.
Okay, so you go ahead and you walk out of the room. You're kind of in that little hallway right now.
Mhm.
Do you choose to go out to like the top of the deck or?
Well, there's nowhere else to
Okay, yeah.
go.
So then go
I
ahead.
mean,
go
unless
ahead
you
and
want to go
roll your-
down.
Go ahead and roll your advantage on stealth.
Advantage on self.
I remember all your pluses and everything.
21.
Okay, yeah, you're perfectly sneaked.
Snuck.
Izzy,
The fuck's
using your is using your dark vision, you totally just watched him get up and walk out of the room.
Yeah. Yeah, I just thought about that. I was like, dude, I also have dark vision, and I was like,
That's why I had you. That's why I had you roll
there's
a
nothing
history check.
fucking, there's nothing else I can fucking do. So.
No, you totally
Yeah.
couldn't. It's just like the most perfectly funny thing of like Lance not knowing that, like at all. Like Lance,
Or
maybe
at least, like,
Lance
not
just hasn't interacted with elves very often,
Yeah, or
I don't
just
hit-
like not even.
or not thinking about it.
Yeah.
He's
It's
just
oh,
like
fuck
so
it, I
pumped.
don't care.
Okay.
So he's getting up and leaving.
Yeah, he's doing it like really stealthily. Like he did it so well, you almost didn't even like realize that he left until you were just like, wait, he's not there anymore. Like he like
It's like you blinked, then oh,
yeah. I think he's like,
Yeah, I
what?
finally had to blink.
So Tyler, at this point, you are on the top of the deck. Olderon, what are you doing? Are you just gonna vibe out or?
I'm gonna follow him.
Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth check for yourself.
Let's see. Stealth. So I have a proficiency for stealth, so that I would add my
So +2 and then plus your dex mod.
2 plus my dex mod. Okay,
So your
so
dex mod would be +3. So whatever you roll is +5.
+3 and then plus my proficiency. Okay, so I rolled a 17.
Okay, yeah, you're stealthy. So
Okay,
you two are sneaking about.
I'd like to keep a good distance between me and him, though.
Sure. So
I mean,
Tyler,
obviously stealth.
Yeah. So Tyler, what are you just gonna? What's your plan?
I'm gonna use that crank thing to go down to that window that's been open. Sneak in.
Okay. Yeah. So you walk over to the crank, and you kind of slowly start pushing it to the captain's room, and I mean like you are just like you're just like doing it very quietly. You realize that you do not have a second man to operate this crank, so you're gonna have to slowly just like, and you're gonna have to kind of just shimmy down the rope.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's the plan. Okay,
Yeah.
so go ahead and roll a stealth check on cranking that loud fucking machine.
This is me
advantage.
being behind the mast, just going.
Okay, you're definitely just peeking on him.
All right, 17. I'm doing good.
Yeah. So
Yeah, no kidding.
you are stealthily. Like,
Stealth works.
it's definitely making a little like clicking sound, but it's not crazy noticeable. No one's waking up. And it's down to where you need it to be at. So go ahead and roll a strength check to see if you can shimmy down well enough.
The only fucking one that I didn't get a plus on.
Well, let's hope you get a nat 20.
Yeah, no getting.
Well, it's not negative either.
Well, that's good.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw the tilt of the head. You rolled a 2.
Two. Ooh.
Okay.
And Lance is dead.
No, that would have been
Tyler,
nice.
go ahead and
that
rip up
one.
your character sheet. I'm kidding. How are we gonna do this?
Ooh, that did make things interesting.
Okay. So you
Ships
Go.
are unpredictable.
to shimmy down the rope. So you, and as you go, slide down. You slide down completely and shatter straight through the captain's window. Everywhere. You stand up in a paused, still motion. And you look up. And the captain just appears to be in bed, sleeping, not making a sound.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
I have very much heard this glass shattering, right?
Yes.
I was gonna say we're on the ocean.
We're on the ocean. I'm up deck and I've been watching you.
So at this point, you just kind of hear, "What was that?" from one of the guards, and the other guard kind of goes, "It was the captain. Shut up." And then everything falls silent again.
Based off of earlier, watching
I have a better idea. To deal
watching Gallium take the captain to his room, I could probably gather that that's the last spot that the captain was. Yeah.
As far as you're aware,
Yeah.
you've been
Would I
probably
know
were
the
probably in your
direction that
room.
the glass shattering came from?
You just heard glass shatter at the end of the right? So like you don't really know if it was. It just sounded like the back of the ship. As far as
Okay.
you're aware. But you heard it kind of echo through the room as well, right? So it sounded like it was in the room, but it also sounded like. But you can't piece together if it was a window breaking. It just sounded like glass shattering.
Okay.
I have a cool idea.
All right, go ahead.
Can I really quickly?
Oh yeah. Keep going.
Can I go to the captain's door and try and slowly open it to look inside?
Yeah, you can try. Go ahead.
Okay. Do you want me to roll something for that?
Yeah, I want you to roll.
Stealth, of course.
Yeah, so we're gonna have you do 2. I want you to do a roll
Okay.
to see if you can sneak. Actually, I want you to roll a sleight of hand. See if you can.
Okay, for sure.
Because the door is locked. It's a locked door.
Yeah.
Let's see if you can
Oh,
open this bad
shit.
boy up.
All right. How does a? That's a 13.
No, that door does not open.
Damn. All right. I guess I'll just go. I think from that I'll go up top and just like look down off the back of the ship.
Okay, so you can go up and you kind of look at the back of the ship. You can just like kind of see like the top of the window and then was down, but you don't see.
I don't see
anywhere.
Lance.
You don't see Lance. You see the kind of like rope ladder kind of swinging back and forth because of the wind. But
Mhm.
like because of the way the ship is built, you don't necessarily like. You can see that there's like windows there. But you don't see
Yeah.
anything's like specifically shattered.
Interesting. Okay. Huh.
So, on that note, Lance, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna sneak over to the captain.
Okay, so you slowly sneak over to the captain.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna stab him with your hidden dagger?
Mm-hmm. Right in the
Okay.
throat.
So go ahead and roll. So it's a D4, and then
It's a
you
sneak
also
attack
have your
too.
and you also have your stealth bonus. So go ahead and roll that as well.
4. No, not 20, right? I mean, not natural. Nah, what? No D20.
No, you don't
Nope.
need to roll a D20 because it's individual.
5. Well,
5.
wait.
Plus your bonus damage. So it's your D4, and then you have that bonus damage that I think is a bonus D6.
Oh, bonus D6. That's it.
Did you not write it down? I wrote it down.
It doesn't even say D6. It just says dagger D4.
No, this is for your sneak attack, isn't it?
Oh, okay. It's
Yeah.
hard to see Jordan's
Sorry.
handwriting.
Keep talking shit. I'll show the world your handwriting.
D4. 7.
7. Okay. So total of 7?
Yep.
Okay. So you jump right in the throat of the captain, and then you just see feathers go. And you realize the captain is not there. And in the corner of the room, you see a little light light up. And at the table, you see the captain sitting there, staring at you. I knew this day would come. I guessed it. I guessed it.
Yeah.
I was paying attention when I got to the town. I heard of the murders stringing all across. All the bad guys. All the people that are dying. And I knew that you were coming for me. Izzy, you can kind of hear the captain mumbling through the door.
Can I roll a like a perception or something to like get my ear real close and try and hear?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception.
Ooh. Oh shit. Oh wait, perception. That's gonna be plus 2. A 10.
10. You can't really hear much. You just hear him mumbling. You can hear some keywords like kill, evil, murder. So he's like,
sorry,
I knew
hold
you were
on.
coming.
11. Forgot to add my.
Oh, shit.
Whoa, I know.
You also heard him say the word mermaid boy. So the captain, I knew you'd be coming for me. I knew the murders strung across the highways, the popular cities. I knew it. All the bad guys were dying. I knew you'd be on my ship. I knew it. And I knew who sent you too. And he kind of looks down and he's just like kind of like takes his felt shirt that he had, or he has his jacket. He has kind of like a black leather shirt. He starts ripping it down. And he has a giant tree tattoo kind of in like the center of his chest. And he's like, you're a servant of the God Corps. That's what I thought. And you come to kill me. You came to kill me. And that's, so Izzy, the words that you heard were Galad Koi and kill me. And you want to know something? I'm not going to let you kill me. No one's going to take me out of this world except for me. And he has a bottle of alcohol in his hand and he pours it all over the room. And then he pours it on himself and he takes the lamp that he had lit and he shatters it on the ground. Flames burst all over him and he's sitting in the chair laughing. And then he starts screaming because he's burning alive. You can see the skin melting off of his body. But another thing that you notice too is that now the ship is on fire and you are locked in the room.
I'm gonna try to go through the window and grab that rope.
Okay. So go ahead and roll a strength check.
Oh, fuck me! Fuck me! Fuck me in the out.
Kitten.
8.
Yeah, so you try to pull yourself up to try and get through, but it's not working. You are not able to pull yourself up.
No, kitten.
Fuck.
So I hear the screaming.
Yeah, you can hear the screaming very clearly.
Can I try and break down the door?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a strength check, see if you can break it down.
That's a 17.
Okay, so you start kicking the door. And the thing is nobody's paying any mind, just the captain being fucking weird. And eventually the door opens. You see the whole room is on fire. And you see Lance on the other side trying to get out the window. Lance, in this moment, you notice that the room is on fire.
Shit.
Okay, but you notice that the door across the way is open. Are you gonna try to run it?
Fuck it.
Okay, roll a dexterity check.
That I can do. Oh, I put my D20. Come on, baby. Nat 20!
Nice.
Oh, dude,
Just-
you
just to-
fucking.
Just to prove it. Just to prove it.
You jump through, you dolphin dive through
Ah,
the
doesn't do it.
flames,
Damn it.
and open roll. So you dolphin
Nice.
dive through the flames, you open roll. Lance, it is Ultron is the coolest fucking thing you've ever seen anybody do. You are severely impressed. But now the
Holy
ship
shit.
is on fire, and it is burning quick. Now the fire has reached all of the captain's alcohol bottles. They're all shattering. The ship is almost exploding through the captain's room now. The guards are completely alerted. They're like, fire, fire, fire. And they all notice you guys kind of standing at the foot of the door, but they are not paying any mind to you because the ship is burning. James, at the bottom of the ship, you can, or at the middle of the ship, you can slightly hear the guards screaming fire. What are you going to do?
So I'm going to look around and make sure that see what everyone around me is doing. Is anyone reacting? Is everybody trying to just like what they're trying to do?
Everyone seems somewhat confused. They don't really understand what's going on.
Confuzzled.
I'm gonna look at the man that kind of waved me up the other day and wave him to me and then run up the stairs.
I mean, he is like. So you kind of like waved to him, and he's kind of staring at you, like kind of confused because he doesn't know. Like you can tell he doesn't know what to do. So at this point, you kind of come running up the stairs. You don't really know if he followed you.
Okay.
But you see this ship is burning like fucking crazy. At this point, the flames have now reached the first sail of the ship, and it is like starting to now climb the rafters, and it is catching eyes of the.
Out of character question, real quick.
Sure.
So, since my god's main power is fire, am I able to try and summon anything to quell the flames or control them? Kind of help? Am I able to do anything like that through the power of like him or no?
What is your class?
Paladin.
Paladin. Is it paladins who have that like call upon God thing?
I think so, but I wasn't. I didn't write it down.
Sorry,
Yeah,
this is
you
not me. Not a question towards me, but
No. Yeah. Well, if you don't have it written down, you. Remember, you guys,
Okay.
y'all are just little oneies.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, you could definitely. God, try and stop the fire. Call upon it.
Okay. So, do I need to roll anything for that, or do I just?
Yeah, I would go ahead and tell you to roll do a religion check. Religion roll. So that's going to be your intelligence. You have religion?
4.
Yeah. God, stop this fire! And the fire gets even bigger. Like, it's especially burning down now.
Yeah.
Well,
Forgot
At this
he doesn't
point,
heal my-
Gallium kind of like runs out, and he's just like, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, and he kind of like runs to the front end of the ship, not where the wheels are at because it's there, and he calls all three of you, guys, come on, I need you here now,
right.
Okay.
Run
all
over.
right.
You guys run up to the top part of the
Alright.
ship, and on the top part of the ship, he pulls open a hatch. And underneath the hatch, you see a rowboat.
Sweet.
Ooh.
And there is only one. And he goes, all right, if we work hard, we can all get off this ship. It's 4 of us. Just 4 of us. That's all we need, just 4 of us. And he
Okay.
kind of starts grabbing the end of the boat, the end of the rowboat. And he's like, all right, let's throw it in the water. Come on, let's go.
Do we need? To roll
Alrighty, I
strength?
guess.
Do we need to roll strength checks?
No, it's not super heavy. It's just
Okay. And it's
All right.
4 adult people.
And okay, so everybody getting in the rowboat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so he throws it kind of like off the end of the ship, but the
Mhm.
rowboat does kind of have like a rope to it, right?
Right.
So you guys are literally just jumping into the water, and then
Okay.
like
Okay.
you guys are jumping into the water and then climbing in the boat. Okay. So
Gotcha.
everybody jumps in the water.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys climb inside of the boat. Last minute, you see Gallium getting ready to jump. And then he looks back. And then he looks back at you. And he just goes, "Did you boys see if the captain died? Is he still on this ship?"
He killed himself.
It sure looked like he went down with it.
He just goes,
I heard him screaming.
kind of looks back at you guys.
Yeah.
Or he looks back at the ship on fire and he looks back at you guys and he goes, "I'm the captain of the ship now. The captain always needs to go down with his ship.
That's such an outdated trope. Please, just come with us. Come on.
You
Okay.
boys go ahead." And he kind of just walks
Gallium, think of all the fish you could have.
and he kind of just starts walking to the end of the ship and it's on fire. And at this point now, the first half of the ship is almost burned. And as the ship is consistently sailing at a way faster speed than you guys are in the center of the freezing cold water. There are like almost icebergs where you guys are at because it's so fucking cold. And you guys realize in your raft, as the ship is leaving you, that you haven't seen anybody leave the car. You haven't seen anybody leave their rooms yet. The guards are still on the ship, and the ship is half on fire. As the ship nears distance away, you finally start to hear the screams of everybody on the ship. And you slowly see the flames puckering out. And you realize in that moment that the flames aren't dying out because the fire is over, but because the ship is sinking. But you no longer hear the screams of people because the ship is so far away. And to make matters worse, you guys don't have any oars in your boat.
Ooh. Dick.
All right.
Dick.
So
Time to paddle,
you guys
boys.
are now in the middle of the dark and freezing cold water. And do you want to know what happens?
I would love to.
Find out next game. Thanks you
Oh,
everybody
fuck.
for watching the
Oh,
K.O.F.T.
that's.
podcast.
Alrighty, thank you guys for enjoying episode 1. Make sure to follow us. That is TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter at the K.O.F.T. podcast. Thank
Just
you
for-
for listening or watching on YouTube, and we will next
So-
time.
Real quick.
Everybody,
That was K.O.F.T. P.O.D.C.A.S.T. Right?
K.O.F.T. podcast.
Correct. K.O.F.T. The Knights of the Folding podcast.
Knights of the Folding Table, baby.
Knights
That's
of the
where we're
folding
at.
table.
Knights of the Folding
Thank
Table.
you guys for listening, and we will see you next time.
Bye bye.
See ya.
Adios.